Hello everyone, welcome back to the online classes by Kondola Institution. Hope you all are watching the chemistry videos. In yesterday our last class we were discussing about the second colligative property, that is the elevation of boiling point. So I will remind you what we taught in last class. In case of elevation of the boiling point, elevation in the sense increase in boiling point of what? Solution, because of the non-volatile solute present in the solvent. So because of that reason the boiling point of the solution is increases. That is the meaning elevation in boiling point. So as we already know that when a non-volatile solute is dissolved in a solvent, vapor pressure of the solution is decreases. It means the solution is heated at a high temperature to make its vapor pressure equal to the atmospheric pressure. Then the solution will start boil. That temperature is denoted by the Tb and the pure temperature is denoted by the T0B. And also we are discussing the determination of molecular weight of a solute using what it is elevation of the boiling point. So using a delta T is directly proportional to the molality. So using that we are calculating the some molecular weight of a solute. And also we are discussing some Kb value is different for the different solvents, and also we are discussing about the equimolar solutes if we dissolved in a same amount of solvent having the same boiling point, and different solutions having the same molarity having a if the solution having a more number of moles means that solution having a higher temperature. So this much we discussed in the last class. In today's class we will discuss about the third colligative property, that is the depression of freezing point. That is the depression of freezing point. Depression in the sense decrease. Elevation in the sense what? Elevation of the boiling point in the sense increase in boiling point of solution. Here depression of freezing point means depression in the sense decrease in the freezing point of what? Solution. Decrease in the freezing point of solution because of the non-volatile solute is added to the solvent. That is the meaning. As we already know that when we add a non-volatile solute to the solvent, vapor pressure is decreases. Is it or not? It means vapor pressure of a pure solvent is more than what? Solution. Solution having a less vapor pressure, hence we have to cool more when the vapor pressure of a solution is equal to the vapor pressure of a solid, to make the vapor pressure equal to the liquid and solid. So now we discuss about the depression of the freezing point. Before going to that, we need to know the freezing point means what? As we already know the boiling point also. Is it or not? Last class we are discussing about the boiling point. Freezing point means what? Freezing point means the temperature at which the temperature at which both solid and liquid phase state of a substance have equal vapor pressure. Yes. The temperature at which the liquid state and the solid state have a equal vapor pressure. It means when the solution will freeze means when the liquid state and the solid state vapor pressure are equal. When the vapor pressure of liquid and solid will be equal, then the solution will start freeze. Freeze in the sense liquid is converted into ice. For example, water is converted into ice when we decrease the temperature. So when it will be converted into ice or the freeze, when the vapor pressure of a solid is equal to the vapor pressure of a solvent, so then it will start the freeze. So now we will take the solution containing in a closed vessel. This is the pure solvent. Here pure solvent molecules are situated at the surface of the liquid. These have a more tendency to form a vapor molecules. As the evaporation increases, number of vapor molecules over the solution is increases. these vapor molecules will exert a pressure on the surface of the liquid. That pressure is denoted by the P1 naught. This is a pure solvent, hence we have to write the naught here. Now this vapor pressure is more than what? Solution. So when we add a non-volatile solute to the solvent, the vapor pressure of the solution will be decreases because non-volatile solute will displaces some place from the solution. So number of liquid phase to the vapor phase molecule will be decreases. Hence the less number of vapor molecules are formed over the solution. Those less number of molecules will exert a less pressure on the liquid surface. That pressure is denoted by the P1. So P1 is what? Less than this P1 naught, as we already know that. Now the point is depression of freezing point. It means if you want to freeze this liquid, this liquid, we have to decrease the temperature because in a liquid state it is. So this pure solvent is in the liquid state. If we want to freeze this solvent, we have to decrease the temperature. For example, you can take this is liquid state at the 25 degrees Celsius. Example we have taken at the 25 degrees Celsius. This is in the liquid state. We have to decrease the temperature to freeze the solvent. We have to decrease the temperature, we freeze the solvent. When the temperature will become 0 degrees Celsius. So we have taken a water here. So if the temperature decreases to 0 degrees Celsius, then the solvent will start what? Freeze. It will convert it into ice. At the 0 degrees Celsius, it will become as what? Solid. When it means what? A vapor pressure of this solid state and the vapor pressure of this solvent is equal, then the liquid start freeze. So pure solvent it is, hence it will be freeze at the 0 degrees Celsius. So 25 will be there at the liquid state. So now we are decreasing the temperature at the 0 degrees Celsius. This solvent will start freeze or converted into ice. Coming to the point, here we can take. When a non-volatile solute is added to the solvent, vapor pressure is decreases. It means the solution having the less vapor pressure than the pure solvent. Solution having a less vapor pressure than the solvent. So now, if we want to freeze this solution containing non-volatile solute, so we have to decrease the temperature. Say, for example, if you decrease the temperature up to 0 degrees Celsius, this solution will not freeze at the 0 degrees Celsius because of the non-volatile solute present in the solvent. So if it at 0 degrees Celsius also it is in a liquid state. So we have to freeze this solution. Again we have to decrease the temperature. If you again decrease the temperature will be in the negative. Say for example, we have take the minus 10 degrees Celsius, the solution will start freeze. It means compared to this pure solvent, the freezing point temperature will be decreases here. Here the pure solvent will be freeze at the 0 degrees Celsius. Now it is in the solution, the 0 degrees Celsius, the solution will not freeze because of the non-volatile solute. Again we have to decrease the temperature. When we decrease the temperature again, the temperature goes in negative sign. If for example minus 10 degrees Celsius, the solution will start to freeze. At the minus 10 degrees Celsius, this will become as a solid state. It means what? At the minus 10 degrees Celsius, the solid state vapor pressure is equal to the vapor pressure of the solution. Hope you will understand. Where the depression will taking place, where the decrease in temperature, freezing point will be taking place. Here 0 degree minus means it is a decreasing the temperature compared to this one. This is the meaning of what it is, depression of a freezing point. So how much depression will be taking place? How much decrease in temperature of the freezing point will be taking place? So positive minus negative, that is the difference between the freezing point. So now we can define this temperature as a Tf naught. Because it is a pure solvent, this temperature is termed as a T naught F or Tf naught. So this temperature is termed as a what? Tf. Difference between these two, we will get the depression in freezing point of the solution. So now difference between the what? freezing point of a pure solvent and to the freezing point of a solution is known as a diffraction of freezing point. Hope you all understand. So now I will write the definition of the diffraction of freezing point. The difference between the highest temperature minus lowest temperature. Difference between the freezing point of pure solvent and freezing point of solution. That will give the diffraction of freezing point. It is called as diffraction of freezing point. Now we can write that. So that is difference between the freezing point of pure solvent. Freezing point of pure solvent can be denoted by the T naught F, that is T naught F, minus freezing point of a solution, that is a T. So this will give the change in temperature, that is a freezing point, that is denoted by the delta TF, diffraction of freezing point. Hope you all understanding this one. So this is a very simple meaning of diffraction of freezing point. So very simple it is. When we add a non-volatile solute, vapor pressure of the solution is less. Hence, we have to cool more this solution to become or to make the vapor pressure of a solid is equal to the vapor pressure of the liquid. Then the solution will start freeze. So diffraction of freezing point, that is delta TF is equal to the difference between the TF, T naught F minus TF. As we already know that diffraction of freezing point is also directly proportional to the molality, small m. In case of elevation of the boiling point, that is a delta TB is also directly proportional to the molality. Here delta TF is also directly proportional to the molality. If you remove the directly proportional sign, that is delta TF is equal to KF into molality. Here KF is called as constant, it is. KF is also called as cryoscopic constant. Cryoscopic constant. Or you can tell that molal depression constant. Molal diffraction constant. So now when the delta TF is equal to KF means when the molality of the solution is unity. So when delta TF is equal to KF, when the molality value is 1. How to define the KF here? That is cryoscopic constant. Definition: delta TF in the sense what? Diffraction of freezing point. Diffraction in the sense what? Decrease in the freezing point. So now diffraction of freezing point, delta TF means diffraction of freezing point when molality of the solution is unity or 1. That is called as what it is? Cryoscopic constant. Called as cryoscopic constant. This is the definition of what it is, cryoscopic constant. So now we discuss about the same determination of molecular weight of solute using the depression of freezing point. As we already having a two formula, that is the determination of molecular weight of solute from the relative lowering vapor pressure. determination of molecular weight of a solute from the elevation of the boiling point. Now we will discuss about the determination of molecular weight of a solute from diffraction of freezing point. So now I will write this one. Determination of molecular weight or molar mass of solute from diffraction of freezing point. Freezing point. Yes, using this one, delta TF is directly proportional to the molality. That is, delta TF is directly proportional to molality. Delta TF is equal to KF into molality. Molality means what? Number of moles of solute dissolved in per kg of a solvent. So number of moles of solute is denoted by N2 and that is weight dissolved in a per kg of solvent. If you convert in a gram, that is W1 divided by what it is 1000 gram. So now it is delta TF is equal to KF into M is N2 divided by weight in grams. So now N2 means what? Number of moles of solute. So in the sense that regard to the solute, one is solvent. So N2 means number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute is equal to weight divided by molar mass of solute. So now this formula, delta TF is equal to KF into N2 means W2 divided by M2. W2 divided by M2 into 1000 divided by W1. So what we want here? Determination of molecular weight of solute, that is denoted by M2. M2 is equal to KF into W2 into 1000 divided by delta TF into W1. This is the formula to calculate the molar mass or molecular mass of solute using the diffraction of the freezing point. The formula is same as that of elevation of the boiling point. The difference is, in case of that we had taken a Kb. In case of elevation of the boiling point, a beloscopic constant is denoted by the Kb. Here the cryoscopic constant is denoted by the Kf. That is the difference. Remaining the Kf and Kb, all the whatever we have taken variables are same. So now what we are writing here now, M2 means what? M2 means molar mass of solute. Molar mass of solute. W2 means what? Weight of solute. Weight of solute. W1 means weight of solvent. Next, Kf means cryoscopic constant. Cryoscopic constant. And next one, delta TF is diffraction of freezing point. Diffraction of freezing point. Yes. So this is the meaning of these variables. You have to remember this formula we will use to calculate the molar mass of solute in the numerical problems. So now we will discuss about some points regarding the diffraction of the freezing point. Yes, so some of the important points regarding the diffraction of the freezing point now we will discuss how it will be works. Seawater freezes below 273 Kelvin. So 273 Kelvin means 0 degrees Celsius. Why the seawater freezes below 0 degrees Celsius? So now we already discussed about the diffraction of freezing point. Why the solution freezing point will be decreases more than 0? Why? Because of the non-volatile solute present in the solvent. So now seawater contains many salts in it, hence the diffraction of water or the seawater taking place. So that leads to the seawater freezes below 0 degrees Celsius. Why? Because seawater contains what? Seawater contains salts in it, hence diffraction of freezing point takes place. Freezing point takes place. So in all the cases, diffraction of freezing point also takes place, hence the seawater will not freeze exactly 0 degrees Celsius. Because of the presence of salts in it, it will be freezes below 0 degrees Celsius. So now one more, we can take the sodium chloride and CaCl2. Calcium chloride is used to clear the snow on the roads. If the road having the snow on the roads means they are adding the sodium chloride and CaCl2. These two, sodium chloride and CaCl2, will freezes the diffraction of freezing point of water, or diffraces the freezing point of water. So what will become when it freezes? The water will become, the snow will become what it is? Liquid. So topic will be clear. So that is these are sodium chloride and CaCl2. CaCl2 diffraces the freezing point of water. Freezing point of water. If it freezes means road will become clear. So now ethylene glycol is used as a antifreeze solution in car radiators. In car radiators we are adding a water daily. So we know that. So we are using a ethylene glycol as a antifreeze. It means that solution will not freeze at the 0 degrees Celsius. Below it will be freezes. Hence ethylene glycol is used as a antifreeze solution in the car radiators. Now we will discuss about the graph between the vapor pressure versus temperature in case of diffraction of the freezing point. So now I will take the one axis here. So temperature, this side it will be increases, this side it will be decreases. This is vapor pressure. So now two curves we have to draw here, one for the solvent, one for the solution. So now vapor pressure of the solvent is more. As the temperature is decreases, vapor pressure is also decreases. This much vapor pressure is there means as the temperature is decreases, this much vapor pressure is decreases, again it is decreases, again the temperature is decreases, again the vapor pressure also decreases. If you move from left side, this is temperature is decreases. So now solvent vapor pressure is more. If you decrease the temperature, the vapor pressure is also decreases. Now at the 0 degree Celsius, the liquid starts what it is freeze. Now it is in a liquid solvent. It is liquid solvent. After this one, it starts freeze. This is called as frozen solvent. Frozen solvent. At 0 degree Celsius, this solution, solvent starts freeze. This temperature is denoted by the what? Purities, hence T0 F. Solution vapor pressure is less, is it or not? Solution is this much solution of pure solvent. Vapor pressure is less. If you decrease the temperature, vapor pressure is also decreases. Now temperature is decreasing, the vapor pressure is also decreases. At 0 degree Celsius, the solution will not freeze because of the non-volatile solute present in the solvent. Again we have to decrease the temperature. At a certain below 0 degree Celsius, the solution starts or it is freeze. At this point the solution will be freeze, means This temperature is known as TF. The difference between these two will give the diffraction in freezing point. Very important graph. They will ask for the examination. Draw the graph between vapor pressure versus temperature of diffraction of freezing point. Here it is a frozen solvent mean, still it is in a solid. Now it is a liquid. 0 degree Celsius, it starts to freeze. After that, solid, liquid will become a solid. So vapor pressure of solution is less. As the temperature decreases, vapor pressure is also decreases. At 0 degree Celsius, the solution will not freeze. Again, we have to decrease the temperature. That we can write the TF, T naught F. T naught F minus TF will give the decrease in the freezing point of the solution. This is the graph of diffraction of freezing point. These are the three colligative properties. One is relative lowering vapor pressure and elevation of the boiling point and depression of the freezing point. Remaining part of the solution we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.